Hi, I'm joined today by Robin Pilley and Elaine Grubb from CXG Property Services, both very established landlords in their own right. And before we talk about what CXG Property Services has done and the awards that they've won, I'd just like to focus on their strategy, which is slightly different from your normal buy-to-let, isn't it, Robin? Because I think the average is sort of 5, 6, 7% yields, but you're doing a lot better than that, aren't you?
Yes, I mean we're getting between 10 and 15% return on investment,
Which is phenomenal.
Yeah, and I think that's because we've always sort of looked at niche markets. And when I first started purchasing property, it was really to go into our pension pot. So I was looking at long-term growth and not looking to make money within the first couple of months on appreciation. But what I really focused on was cash flow. And I always felt whatever a market is doing, whether it's going up or coming down, if your cash flow is high, then you never become a motivated seller, and you can take
Absolutely.
Advantage of other people who maybe need a quick sale.
And it's interesting, isn't it, when you go to these property networking meetings, a lot of people are talking about how many properties they own, whereas I've noticed that you talk about the lifestyle that it gives to you, which is obviously the important thing.
I think the cash flow is very important, and not to concentrate too much on how many buy-to-lets you've got, but rather what the cash flow you're getting per property per month.
Yeah.
And that's how it can change your lifestyle.
Indeed. I mean, if you're buying a £100,000 property and getting £6,000 a year rent at 6% yield, you guys are getting £10,000 to £15,000 off the same £100,000 property, aren't you?
Yeah, so you can actually get to where you want to be by having less properties than maybe when you started out that you believed. And it is not about going to a networking event saying, oh, I've got 20 properties, you've only got 10, so I'm better than yourself.
Absolutely.
It is the amount of cash flow that you've generated which can then fund the lifestyle that maybe that you've started and you know, realise the dreams that you personally have and your own personal goals. Everyone has a different standard of lifestyle. When I started about 6 years ago now, I've now reached those objectives that I set myself, and last year was the first year I managed to live on the cash flow from my properties.
Fantastic.
And that was a real relaxation to me, because now I don't need to buy more properties. Actually, just if I can reduce the amounts of the borrowing in each individual one, obviously I can just increase my cash flow that way, or buy and sell properties if I want to generate a bit more of a cash pot to help me.
Absolutely. And it can't just be about the money for you guys. You must love winning awards because you're getting loads of them. And Elaine, how many awards have you been nominated for?
I've been nominated for 3 awards this year in the Property Women's Awards. The results are out November the 3rd. I've been nominated for Customer Service, Property Management and Business Owner. So I'm really excited because there was 2,000 people that entered, and I'm been shortlisted down to 6, so it's really good news for me.
Fantastic, congratulations Elaine. And Robin, you won a big industry award as your company from one of the magazines, one of the trade magazines last year, didn't you?
That's right, the Buy to Let and Lettings magazine, we managed to win Property Sourcer of the Year, which we were very proud of. This year, for the same awards, we've been nominated for Letting Agent by Region, Customer Service and Innovation and Campaigner of the Year, which is one that we hopeful that we may win, because we did actually have quite substantial success against our local council last year, which is what our submission was based on.
Excellent. Well, I think in the next video what we ought to talk about is how you're actually achieving these 10 to 15% yields, because you know, we see all of these adverts all of the time for buy property with no money down, but you know, you look at the numbers and they don't really stack up, do they? And,
no.
And yet your strategy is completely different to that. It's about cash flow, it's about putting your deposit in and making those sorts of returns. So join us for the next video and we'll be telling you how Robin and Elaine are achieving those types of returns. Thanks for joining us today. We look forward to seeing you soon.